home, Chase scribbles some notes down on a piece of paper. He grabs some coffee, and Brooklyn brings in his suit. After changing, he grabs the box with his father's ashes. At Finn's, he signs for Gregory's medical equipment to be taken away. Later, he combs Violet's hair. Chase and Brooklyn meet Finn and Violet at his place as they are about to leave. Finn sees the box Chase is holding and wishes he had left it in the car. But Chase says he couldn't set him down and walk away. They arrive at the park and meet Liz, Aiden, and Jake. Alexis and Tracy are also there. They make their way to Gregory's favorite bench and tree. A plaque honoring Gregory has been placed on the bench. Chase gives Finn the box, and Violet kisses it. Chase thanks them all for coming and speaks about his father and how the disease that struck him can't steal from him anymore. He never knew his father to be religious, but he found a prayer card he used as a bookmark with a psalm on it. He hands it to Finn, who reads it. Finn says this was one of his dad's favorite spots, so it's fitting they are doing this here, a place that gave him so much joy. He would come up here and read to Violet. Even later, when the climb up the hill became too much, he insisted he would make it on his own without help. Alameda seeks to claw back $700 million paid to super networkers. Chase opens up for anyone to share memories and stories about his father. Liz speaks about how Gregory took her in under his father's umbrella. He would listen to her and encourage her to open up. He would give her understanding and support. She thanks Chase and Finn for sharing their dad with them. Finn wishes he could have learned forgiveness from his father, and he's sorry it took him so long to learn how to become the son his father deserved. He had an example in Chase. It just took him too long to learn it. Tracy speaks about how Gregory didn't suffer fools, and while she doesn't have a lot of friends, Gregory was a great friend to her. She says he was also a missed opportunity. If she had known him sooner, longer, better, would it have been? She doesn't get to know. The moral of this story is that if an opportunity doesn't present itself, make one. She says, contrary to conventional wisdom, you can miss what you didn't have. Brooklyn says she thought of Gregory as a wizard, a man who created her beautiful husband and gave Chase to her in that church on their wedding day. She says because of Gregory, she knows magic is real. Violet decides to recite a poem that her grandpa used to read to her. She hopes he's happy. Chase speaks last and says it will be a long time before he lives up to his father's example. His father actually thought no one needed improving, though he did say Violet was perfect. He goes on about how his dad taught him to find something remarkable in every person they meet. Chase then scatters some of the ashes and lets Finn finish. Everyone gathers at the Metro Court patio area after the services. Tracy and Brooklyn do shots to honor Gregory, as he once convinced Tracy to do a shot with him. They down them, and Tracy asks how Chase is doing. Brooklyn says he's sad, but it's Finn she's worried about. She says she and Chase thought Violet could come to stay with them so Finn could grieve. Tracy says they are both grieving, and she doubts Finn wants to be separated from her. Alexis tells Finn it was a beautiful service and offers to take him to a meeting if he needs one. He says he is focused on spending time with Violet, but wants to know about that kiss she mentioned. Did she and his dad have a romance he didn't know about? She admits she was too cowardly to fall in love with a man who was dying. Brooklyn checks on Chase. He says his father's death made him realize they never know how much time they have, so he'll always tell her how much he loves her every time he has to walk away from her.